How about you? You deal with these Thai names all the time. Have you grown up, or do you still titter when you...
I don't think I ever tittered regarding porn.
I'm thinking of something else.
Oh. This one time.
So, this one time...
This one time?
This one time.
This one time.
Oh my god, this one time?
The podcast.
Right when the phone goes ring, and then you say...
We don't have a question this week.
Oh, that's true. We have no question
Dude.
this week. This is a special edition of This One Time.
This is the random edition. I'm Sheila D.
And I am Evo Terra. It's not random at all. This is the special Bangkok episode of This One Time, the podcast, with you and me. I thought what we would do on this show is we don't talk a lot now on the show about our life here in Bangkok. If you want to hear about life in Bangkok, you should be listening to the Bangkok podcast, which I co-host, and Sheila has once been a guest on.
I have.
But rather than you listen to me and Greg chat about the Bangkok-y type stuff, Sheila came up with a wonderful idea, and I thought,
you're blaming
yes,
this on me.
You saw a news item.
Uh-huh.
And what was the title of that news item that you saw?
It is Rites of Passage Bangkok style. So it's things every expat must do or see to truly become localized.
And you asked me if I have done one of those, I believe.
I did.
And I said, stop. In the name of love. No, in the name of the podcast, and let's do a show about that. So that's what we're doing. Here we go, baby. I have not read these things, so you hit me, and I'll see if I have done these 25 things that expats must do before they consider themselves fully Bangkokian, even though we've been here for almost 2 years. Go, my love.
Have you ever shopped at a ma and pop shop house?
Oh, the little shop houses that are all
Yeah.
up and down the roads of Bangkok. Well, we stayed in a shop house for 3 months in Ranong. Does
But
that
we
count?
didn't shop in it.
You know what? I didn't shop there, correct. But across the
way,
street
yes.
is where I bought beer.
Yes.
Outside of the hours, you're allowed to buy beer in Bangkok.
That is true.
Because shop houses don't give an F.
Right.
They just let you do whatever. Well, they do whatever they want to do because they can. So, yes, I will check that off my list. Have you shopped at one of those?
I have for quite a few different things. But the kind of cool thing about them is that they're very random. Like,
Yeah.
you might get yarn and tires.
Exactly. Not often combined on the shopping list, but yeah, that's exactly what they would sell here.
They are very random.
Shop houses are weird. Number one. Number two.
Okay, number two is show up late for an appointment. I don't know that that's truly just Bangkok.
No.
I think that's like life in general.
Yeah, have you lived in LA? People never show up on time. So
Ever.
no. And by the way, I hate showing up to something late. So
I do too.
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Put ice in your beer.
Yes. I have put ice in the beer a lot. Freaked me out, honey, when the first time we came
Yes.
to Thailand, back
Yes.
in Ranong, when we were staying in that shop house, when our host family put ice and said, this is how you must drink the beer in Thailand.
But it didn't make it any worse.
That's the thing. It stretches out your drinking of this terrible, mass-produced crap beer,
Right.
and so it kind of
they
works
they
out.
leave a bucket of ice on your table.
If you do that to your Thai craft beer, I will punch you in the nads, though. Not good.
No,
Just with
not
your
at all.
crappy Chong, Leo, Singa,
Singa.
Heineken, because it's not even real Heineken, which is not even good at all. If it's a beer you can buy at any restaurant, fill it up with a little bit of ice so you will not hate yourself in the morning as much.
All right, you ready for the next one?
I believe I am.
Have you ever spotted a mobile vendor? So, like, think about when we've seen the broom guy.
Oh, yes. Mobile vendor is a weird way to say that. What they really mean is, have you seen somebody selling brooms on a motorcycle?
That fills the entire space of the motorcycle. Like, you can't even see the guy that is driving the motorcycle.
Yeah, the broom guy. I've seen the ladder
Ladder
guy.
guy?
Ladder
Yeah.
guy also on a motorcycle or converted tuk-tuk.
Yep.
I've seen a balloon guy also
Yep.
on those as well. So, yeah, so I have definitely...
And not so much here, but in Vietnam, I saw the flowers. Remember the flowers? When
Honey,
we
this is
first-
not about Vietnam.
I
Bangkok.
know, but it
Focus.
was beautiful.
Focus. Bangkok podcast.
Yeah,
We're
I don't
promoting
do
here.
that well.
Bangkok.
Have you ever used your shoes to hold your place in line?
Oh, no, I have not done this.
I have not either.
But I have seen this.
Right.
I had to go to the horrible immigration center Changwantana, way up north, and I got there super early in the morning because it's an all-day experience. I showed up at 8, doors open at 8:30. When I got there at 8, there were a line of shoes
That is
with
so
other
weird.
people in other places sitting on the benches doing whatever. But yes, they put
And
their
they're all
shoes
barefoot?
out. Yeah. Or socked. Most of them were socked because they don't wear sandals all of the time. Especially when they go into the immigration center, they have to dress up. I don't. But yes, I have not done it personally, but I have seen it.
Okay, now here's the next one that's kind of weird.
Go for it.
The title of it is, have you ever reserved a table? And obviously, yes,
Sure.
we've reserved a table at a restaurant,
Yeah.
but this is specifically to the malls and the food court. So
What?
think Terminal 21
Yeah.
and that big open area.
Terminal 21 is probably the center showpiece mall of Bangkok on Asok and Sukhumvit. It's kind of the hot spot around the area.
Right.
Sure, I've seen it. Yeah.
So up there, I guess what happens when it gets really busy and if you wait and get a table after you've ordered, you'll never get one. So you have to go in and reserve one and then go get your food.
So we're talking about the food court.
The food court.
Maitre d' at the food court.
Right.
Nope. Haven't done that one yet, Bangkok.
We also haven't eaten at a food court. We don't really eat at a food court.
A handful of times, maybe we have here and there. And another thing, when is Terminal 21's food court not busy? That place is busy every
All the
time I've ever
time.
been there. But I've never had to reserve a table at a food court.
Okay, so here's the next one. Have you ever bought fruit off the back of a truck?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I have bought fruit off the back of a truck many times.
And food.
I've bought you a watermelon from the back
Ooh,
of a
and
truck.
it was really good too. I remember that.
I've bought limes off the back of the truck. Yeah, and when we say off the back of a truck, and you're thinking like farmer selling his wares off the back of a truck, not too terribly far from
off,
that. It's
right?
a smaller pickup truck that usually has a cage or a kind of think of a camper shell, but it's not really a camper. And it's just loaded with that one type of food. And almost all the time, there are loudspeakers on top, which I assume are screaming out, "We've got limes for not very much.
Get
You
your
should
limes,
buy
get your
them
limes
here."
here.
I guess that's what they're saying over and over again.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Go.
All right. It's have you mastered the motorcycle taxi?
Oh gosh, yeah. Motorbike taxis and me, tight.
I'm not as tight with them as you are.
No, you're a little nervous.
Yeah, they're a little crazy. And typically, if I'm in a skirt, you have to ride side saddle, which is illegal.
Yes.
And it makes me uncomfortable because I don't feel balanced.
Right. I'm pretty convinced that Thais come into the world with an extra set of semicircular canals. They have amazing balance for riding on the back of motorbikes without seemingly paying any attention. Texting, taking pictures, taking selfies of themselves, putting on makeup. Thai women have amazing balance in this country.
Yes.
No doubt about it.
Yes. All right. Have you ever wiped your plate with a pink tissue?
Wiped my plate with a pink tissue. Now, I have definitely used the pink tissues that substitute for napkins in this country. Wiped my plate. Why would I do that?
So it says when you're eating shared dishes at a street stall, you make sure and wipe your plate.
I don't do that.
I've never done that either. So.
Somebody else can wipe my plate when I'm done. If it's a shared dish, I'm not sharing a plate with that person.
For the $2 that you spend.
Exactly right. I have paid for the right for someone else to
Right.
wipe my plate with a pink tissue.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Go.
Have you ever eaten the heads of fish and prawns?
Oh, yeah.
You did that before we even got here.
That's true. I mean, yeah,
I don't know
if
that
you have
that's-
done anything in the southern parts of the states, if you're like Louisiana or somewhere else like that, you suck the head, it's no big deal from a shrimp. We call them prawns over here, and yeah, eat the whole thing.
All right, here's another funny title one.
Go.
Have you grown up? And what grown up. So what it's talking about is when you hear somebody's name,
Yeah.
like Siraporn, or
Oh, yes.
where
Do
you
I
don't
make
giggle,
right? Yeah.
I would say no for you.
Well,
I would say no.
I think I'm in like late adolescence.
I
I'm
don't
at
know.
young adult stage.
I don't know.
because It's not, I mean, first off, the name is not pronounced porn. The R is gone. It's more like, it's pawn. Sit a pawn. Pawn. Sit a pawn is the right way to say that. So as long as they say it pawn, when they say it to me, I don't laugh. But yeah, I still kind of chuckle when I see porn written.
Yes, you do.
I'm trying to get better.
I don't know if you're succeeding.
How about you? You deal with these Thai names all the time. Have you grown up, or do you still titter when you...
I don't think I ever tittered regarding porn.
I'm thinking of something else.
Anyway, chill out in traffic. So that means like when we're traveling and traffic is like crazy. Have you just like, read a book?
The hell else are you going to do?
I know.
When you're
it's
stuck in a
crazy.
traffic jam in
Right.
Bangkok, you can do nothing but chill out. You can get mad. You can rail about it. Wish you were somewhere else. Not that I haven't done that, but I'm trying to get better.
And
But
then the
to
nice
what
thing
end?
about the lights is it counts down.
Well, sometimes.
Typically, it counts down. So you start at like 300 seconds.
yeah,
so you
it's-
have this ridiculous amount of
Plan
time.
on, if you've not done it yet, listener, plan on chilling in traffic when you come to Bangkok. It'll happen. I promise you that.
Have you ever cleaned everything with toilet paper?
Oh, because that's the napkin of choice around here, right? I
Spills,
see.
stains, drying your hands,
Nope.
cleaning tabletops.
Nope. You know why? Because I know where to buy paper towels.
What do you do when you go into the bathroom?
I dry my hands on my pants. I don't use the toilet paper to dry my hands and leave wet white balls all over my face, all over my face and all over my hands. No, I just drip dry or I wipe them on my pants.
Okay, this next one's gross. Have you ever put ketchup or mayonnaise on your pizza?
Okay, stop. Stop.
They offer you ketchup on everything.
Jesus.
Everything.
Bangkokians, let me tell you. Ketchup may sound very American, but it's not. Even if it is, it's not. At least for us, it's not. Stop it with the ketchup.
Okay, and the one that I really despise but have used. Have you ever used a squat toilet the right way?
Well, yes, I certainly have. But I'm a guy.
Right.
And for me, the right way has been standing up, going number one. I have not gone number two in a squat toilet. No.
So for women, it's actually you face backwards.
Yeah. Right.
And
I
so
understand.
it's a
You
little-
face the wall.
Right.
Your back is to the door.
Yeah, it's
which
really,
has to be weird.
it's really weird.
has to be bizarre.
Yeah. So, but I've gotten used to that when I have to go. But again, I have a teacher's bladder and I hold it like you would not
Right,
believe.
right.
All right. Not the last one. Have you ever spotted 5 people on a motorcycle or more? Because I'm pretty sure we've spotted more.
Yeah, I don't know if I can count all the way to 5, but I understand where the author is going. And entire families will crawl on a motorbike and get around, like small children, 2 or 3 of them, and they make special seats for them. And it's definitely an unsafe thing. Have I seen it? Probably.
I know I have.
Yeah.
And most of them don't have helmets on.
No. Why would you want to do that?
Have you noticed red Fanta around town?
Red Fanta. So apparently ghosts and spirits and ancestors have an affinity for red Fanta because it's on every spirit house. And if you've never seen a spirit house, it's because you've not walked down a street in Bangkok. You can't walk down a street in Bangkok without running
In
into
Thailand.
a spirit house. Anywhere in Thailand, exactly right. And yeah, these spirit houses have little effigies of things all over them. And almost always someone has left an open can of red Fanta because I guess the spirits have a thing for red sugary drinks. I don't understand.
They're
I don't
everywhere.
understand.
Okay, so this one is kind of tricky. Have you ever used a bathroom at the BTS, MRT, or airport link?
Oh, I thought I was special, but clearly they put that in there.
Right. So most of them don't have the super secret one like we have that we found. So
yeah.
our BTS has a super secret one.
Right, our BTS stop she's talking
Yeah.
about, where we get off and on the train. There are no public restrooms on this, but
There's
there
hidden.
are if you know where to look.
But the rest of them I haven't seen. Like I try to keep an eye out for them, but I haven't seen them.
No, just KTB is the only one that I have seen. It's got a little, I mean, they're push doors. There's no sign up top saying men, women. There's no sign directing you to the toilet. But when you get up there, the little push plate, the aluminum push rectangle, and the lower right-hand corner of that, on the men's is a small M.
Oh, really?
And on the women's, on the one on the left of that, on that same push plate, or on the push plate of that door on the lower left-hand corner, is a little W.
The last time you went in the ladies?
Listen, you can see the things from the outside.
Sure. Do you want me to give you a super secret little piece of information if you're ever on one of the other BTS, MRTs, or Airport Link, and you need to go to the bathroom?
Okay.
You can ask the security or cashier, and they'll assist you.
Hang nam mai dai. Ham nong dai mai. Ham nong dai mai. Ham nong dai mai. Which means Hong Nam is bathroom and Dai is me, and my at the end of a sentence means a question mark. So Hong Nam Dai Mai.
Anyway, have you ever moved right properly? So this is on the escalator. The etiquette is to stand on the right and let people walk up on the left.
Right. No, it's not. The person that wrote that has never been in Thailand.
Right.
Because while it would make sense, because this country drives on the left.
Right.
For you to stand on the left, but this one claims it should be on the right. And it's not that way.
Nobody's follows it.
Some of the times the signs will tell you stand left, but
Right.
then sometimes they will say stand right.
Right.
There'll be arrows on the walkways of the Skywalk, which connects different BTS stops in some particular locations. And you would think that the left would be the forward arrow. Nope. Sometimes it's on the right for the forward arrow. It's just make up your mind, Thailand. So this person's high. Continue.
Okay, so the next one is, have you ever used a straw? And what this means is, first off, you get a straw in everything. But have you ever gotten a drink in a bag
Yep.
and used a straw to drink it?
I've received a drink in a bag and a straw that was also in a bag that has been placed in the bag. But I don't know that I have put a straw in a drink in a bag. Oh, are they talking about, you mean when they just pour the drink straight into the bag?
Yeah.
I've never actually experienced that.
I don't think so, because I see them as like sodas and things like that, and you and I don't really drink that.
Right.
So
Maybe that's why we don't get those.
Right.
So no, I've never just had a plastic bag filled with liquid that I've inserted a straw into.
Okay. And we've talked about this next one before, knowing when to buy alcohol.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned that at the beginning when we talked about the shop house.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can only buy alcohol during certain hours. Like you can't buy it before, I want to say 11.
I think so.
And then it's not available from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock, because that's when the kids get out of school. And, you know, everyone knows that when an 11-year-old goes to 7-Eleven to buy his beer, that should be stopped. Dumb law. And then I think after midnight, it's not available any longer as well. So yeah, I now know the rules.
And then we have some like holidays, like we just came off of a holiday where you can't have alcohol, even like at restaurants and things like that. So,
but the way to get around that is shop houses and hidden restaurants. You're fine.
Now they're going to be in trouble.
Someone selling booze.
Now this one is near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
Have you ever adopted a stray soy dog?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant you. No. I have never adopted a stray soy dog.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, our condo doesn't allow it, so.
First off, that's redundant. Stray soy dog, because if it's a soy dog, therefore it must be stray.
That's true.
And
That's true.
calling those things dog is a little questionable. Some of those critters look rode hard and put away wet.
Yeah, they do. They're rough, some of them. Okay, next one is, have you ever eaten a big meal on a floor? You know, the Thai style of eating. I have, but I was with all the girls down in Ranong, and they got me drunk.
Yeah.
Really drunk.
Yeah, you're right. In a traditional Thai home, they don't have a table and chairs as we do. Now, most people's Thai homes today do have those, but a traditional Thai home, they would, as she mentioned, sit on the floor, and you've done that with some friends. I don't think that I ever have.
I don't think
I've eaten on the floor many times, but specific to Thailand, have I had a meal in someone's home on the floor? I'm going to go with no. I haven't
Yeah,
done
I
that.
know that we've done it at some of the restaurants, the traditional Thai restaurants. Like
But there's a table there.
right.
We do get a table, so and you're sitting on kind of a pad, so I'm going to go with no. I need to do
Okay.
that. Someone invite me to your house and let's have a meal on
Wow,
the floor.
something I've done that you haven't.
Check it out.
Wow. Have you ever spotted a monk shopping?
I spotted a monk today on his cell phone. I've spotted monks walking up and down the street with their alms bowl, getting rice and stuff from people. I've never seen one actually in a store trying to purchase something.
What about MBK or anywhere like that?
I've seen them in there, but I've not seen the actual activity of browsing and or kind of complete a transaction. How about you? Have you?
I want to say yes, but
Say
I can't recall the exact time, but it just in my memory says yes.
I think the word you're looking for there is, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Continue.
Okay, and here's what started this whole conversation. Have you ever gotten a massage at a bathroom urinal and not freaked out?
Yes, is the answer to that question.
To both parts? Because the last part, and not freaked out.
Yeah, so let me recount. So this was back in October of 2015 when we were here for T-Bex, and we were at that rooftop bar that I don't remember the name of any longer there in Siloam at the Travel Massive party, and I went to the restroom, and sure enough, as I was in process, mid-flow, as it were, a gentleman comes up behind me and starts vigorously massaging my shoulders.
Why did they do that?
That's what I was thinking. That's one of the things I was thinking. First thought was, the hell's going on?
So the answer to the second part is
No. I did not freak out. Because, and I knew I couldn't freak out because, again, mid-flow. So freak out means
disgusting.
There's an accident waiting to happen. The splash zone has not been demarcated, so I had to keep my wits about me. I did not freak out and realized, I am in Thailand after all. It's not the weirdest thing that's happened to me thus far. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's up there on the list, but it's not the weirdest thing. And here's what's also odd about that. That's the only time has it happened. It has happened one time and one time only. Yeah. Not a good trait that Thailand should be exporting. I mean, seriously.
I've been to the restroom at that rooftop bar, and that's never happened to me.
Well, were you standing at a urinal?
Oh, that must be it.
Might have an impact.
Well, and that's it. That's your 25.
Well, there we go, kids. Life in Bangkok. That's not something we're going to share on the Bangkok podcast, but it made perfect sense for our program. If you want to listen to the Bangkok podcast, it's at bangkokpodcast.com. Everywhere else that you get your podcast, it's on iTunes, it's on Google Play Music, it's in Overcast. I don't really care. It's the show I do every week with my partner, Greg Jorgensen. He's been here for, 16 years now. And it's life in Bangkok through the point of view of our two expat eyes. It's significantly less funny than this show, because I'm only on half of it. No, I'm kidding. Greg's a funny guy.
Well,
too.
You're only on half of this one, too.
That's true. That is true. Although, most of the time you let me do all the talking, which is wise.
I don't know about that. So maybe next week we can have questions.
Yeah. If you've got questions for us, normally, if this is your first time listening to the show and you made it this far, congratulations. Wow. Normally what we do is we take questions that our audience has, life advice that they're looking for, travel advice, or just questions of exactly how the hell it is that the two of us have managed to stay together for
I think it's mostly how the hell do I deal with you
for the last 30 years. Exactly right. And if you would like to leave us a question for us to answer, the easiest way to do it is to go to shivo.wtf/call-us, and you can ask us your question. shivo.wtf/call-us. On your computer, on your mobile phone, it's easy. shivo.wtf/call-us.
Our show would not be possible without support from people like you. If you think our show is worthy of your financial support, Patreon makes it very easy.
shivo.wtf. Shivo.wtf/Patreon gets you straight access to that. Listen, it's the only way we raise money for the show. If you give us a couple of bucks a month, we'll give you a lot of stuff like bonus content, like early access to the episodes, and lots more. Just go to shivo.wtf/Patreon and sign up. We would really, really appreciate it.
Our music is by Valea Valea.
Thanks for listening, listener. I am Evo Terra.
And I'm Sheila D.
For more cool stuff like life advice questions, yeah, that's what we do normally on the show. That's what we do. Do I say anything you want here at the end? What am I supposed to say?
Cheers.
Oh, I say cheers. Cheers.